What up, y'all? I see that I have at least one viewer. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes and I'll put back on the lo fi music until we get more people in here. I don't expect a lot of people today. Just a random live that I decided to do over just a topic that's just kind of like one of those things that you don't always think about, but it's interesting, with the nostalgia. And hello to Green Submarine. I know she was here earlier. Kim K, what up? Resto. Thank you guys for being here. So, just a little update for us since we're in the South and we don't deal with freaking winter very well. Our town right now has no water, so we're having to deal with bottled water and all that stuff for a day or two. Hopefully it doesn't take much longer before they turn it back on, but it has not been fun. And there's Micah. Micah can tell you how fun it's been with no water. We're gonna have to go over to family members' house and freaking take showers and stuff. Just not fun. I love the cold, but I hate that we're never prepared for it in our town ever, because this is not the first time that this has happened around here. Listening but trying to figure out. Good luck. But yeah. Okay, hold on. This music progressively gets louder. It's kind of interesting. It's horrible having no water. I know. I freaking hate it. But we're gonna do a little throwback today. This is 80s, 90s, and 2000s. The sites that I found that I want to go over are some of them have some TV shows and toys and stuff incorporated into it. It's just going to be, I don't know. I'm looking at all of it with you guys for the first time because all I did was find the sites, kind of scroll through, make sure they had what I was looking for. And yeah, I didn't look at anything thoroughly or talk about anything. So it should be interesting. Micah is Paris and they're whining. Because of course she would choose now to do that. What up, homie? How are you, Leopard? Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna bring her out. I brought her out last. Tell Bub or Ivan. But anyway, how is everyone? How has everyone's week been so far? It's only Tuesday and it feels like it should be already Thursday. I'm over this week. I'm ready for it to be over with. I was so excited over the weekend and everyone was like, hey, it's going to be freezing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was so excited, but now not so much. You've been busy, Resto? I hear you. Hey, Leopard. Yeah. Dang it. I always hit the mic. And I have the little snow background because even though I'm getting so annoyed with the freaking freezing temperatures, I still like being cold. I'm going to hate it when summer's here and I'm going to be wishing it was today. Because our summers freaking suck. Unless I get our swimming pool back up. But that thing was a headache this summer with the algae and stuff. I think we're either having some horrible summers or we need a stronger pump for the pool, and that costs some money. So I like the heat. See, and I love the cold. Like in the summer, especially here. I don't know about where you're at, Resto, but here the temperatures, like when you open your door, it's like the humidity hits you in the face. It's like a smothering heat in like late July and August. That's our worst month. And I know the highest this time was like it was like 100 degrees, but the heat index was like 121. Like that is too freaking hot. You know what I mean? Like that when you have that kind of heat plus humidity, it freaking sucks. Especially if you don't have a way to cool off and then you're stuck inside. But then your air conditioner is running, like your central unit is running 24 hours a day because it can't keep up with the heat. And then our summers last forever. So, yeah, I'm good. I like the cold. Right? That's how I feel. I mean, like, even in the shade, it's like so freaking hot. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the 80s one first. I don't know how many 80s kids, 80s teens that we might have that might be watching, but I'm gonna pull that one up first. I mean, because I was an 80s child, but that was like my childhood, so I don't remember everything from the 80s. Okay, I don't think that's part of it. No, I was like, what the heck? Oh, is it? Okay, wait. Yeah, let's scroll down. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Can y'all see it okay? All right. So, this is just 35 photos of nostalgic 80s kids things that will be instantly recognizable to old millennials and Gen Xers. So, oh yeah, this one's interesting. That one Garfield telephone that you wanted oh so bad and thought was so cool, but of course your parents never bought because they didn't want a novelty phone just sitting in the living room. I don't know why my parents didn't buy one, but I know at my grandmother's house there was one in my oldest cousin's room. She had this phone. I literally remember it. And I did at that time I thought it was the coolest thing ever, but I don't think I knew who Garfield was because I was so young. So it didn't make sense to me. But is this familiar to anybody else before we move on? Because maybe not. Like I said, this is the 80s. Okay, so moving on from that one, the Fisher Price skates that were nearly impossible to skate in. I remember these. I had some of these, and they were horrible to skate in. I remember them very well. They were very rough and they freaking sucked. Oh, wait. Okay. I remember the cartoon, but not that ugly thing. It is ugly, right? And they thought it was the coolest thing. And like I said, I did too, but I was also a kid. But my teenager cousins had them. So and then there's these hideous things. And this fiber optic flower lamp, I do remember when a lot of people had these in their homes. But just, did you see that a bunch of those Garfield phones washed up on what? Are you for real, Resta? That's weird. What did everybody just toss them into the ocean? And they all happen to wash up? What? Yeah, that's interesting. Ignore that Nightbot command. Oh my god, I need to get that off of here. See, Resta, why like You're always giving yourself not a hard time, but you're like, this is a scuff stream and it's whatever. But like literally, oh my gosh, you have so much organization compared to here. This is like super scuffed. Just let you know. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Thank you, Resta. So Garfield phone's beach mystery finally solved after 35 years. Look, they're all freaking creepy and all just washed up there. Yeah, it's it's real. Okay, so let me see what it says about it. So where did it wash up at? A French coastal community. So a French coastal community has finally cracked the mystery. Since 80's. This has got me interested now, Resto. Thank you. I can't see the chat right now, y'all, so I apologize. But so it was a lost shipping container. Last year, campaigners from the Arvalonso anti-litter group made the novelty phone a symbol of the plastic pollution on the beaches. Okay, I don't understand. Like for them to all appear on the same island that's creepy. That was a dramatic count for real. Oh my goodness. Thank you, so now I'm gonna have to look this up. Like more into it, and yeah. My my freaking what you call it browser history tab thing is gonna look so crazy. It always does after I leave like so many people's channels. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing that one. Okay, so we're on the fiber optic lamp. That was a weird lamp. This I never seen this vase. I mean, it does look old-ish, like maybe my grandmother, I would say, but I don't know. Not in my home. Not in like I said, maybe my grandmother, but I don't even think my grandma had this. Okay, so about the Garfield phones, yes, it was a lost container. It opened and the phones kept washing up on the beach and no one knew why. That's so weird. That's so weird. It's like their own little island that they're like they had to retire to. SH, hello. I still have my fiber optic flower lamp. So you are familiar with that one. Like I said, I remember seeing them, maybe like family members that had them, but I never did. Hey, Crochet. Good to see you. How are you? Don't forget, guys, that you all can do the link drop. If you're here and you're a creator and you have a channel, don't forget you can type the word link drop in chat and it'll drop your channel. So let's see. Okay, so this vase is just weird. What the heck is this? This vinyl ET stuffed animal that had the creepy feeling skin, which started to peel after a few years. I don't remember this, and this is weird to me. Anyone else? If anyone else is familiar with this vinyl ET, I've never seen this. I saw them at a Chinese restaurant and I wanted one so badly. I got it for Christmas. Wait, are you talking about this? SH? Right? Resto? Me either. It's kind of creepy. And then it says it starts to peel. So, that it doesn't help that I smoked a little bit. So, yeah, my thoughts are probably way out there. But this is just creepy. I'm sorry. It doesn't even look like ET. Is that just me? It just looks creepy. And then it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Moving on. Wait. Okay. Hold on, crochet. I got to put this creepy thing on my screen. Do you remember these? Oh, SH, you saw one of those flower things at the lamp things at the Chinese restaurant. Okay, gotcha. The StreamYard and YouTube side is delayed, so it takes a minute. So, like, I don't know. All right, leopard. That's what I'm saying. I was like, it doesn't even look like ET. Horrible squeaky vinyl. Ooh. Oh, leopard. I didn't even see you said this dang 80s. I guess I blocked this ish out, right? I remember watching ET, and I remember, like you, I loved the movie. I loved him. You know what I mean? Like, who doesn't love ET? But this ain't ET. No, not at all. No, thank you. Okay, well, like the route I'm going, because I just smoked and stuff, I'm gonna get through a few 80s and 90s and then 2000s. Otherwise, I don't know, we might be here for a while, but let's just see. Let's see what else you guys may or may not remember. Okay, so it says here that these were the plastic smock and face mask Halloween costumes that would tear and fall apart before you were even done trick-or-treating. I never seen this in my life. I don't remember this. I don't have no recollection of anything of this sort. It reminds me of when we were in earlier grades, kindergarten and first grade. This reminds me of the little things we used to put on to where, like, if we were finger painting or painting, to where our clothes didn't get messed up, but we didn't have the bottoms. We had just these painting aprons. So I don't know. This is weird. Every 80s movie had dodgy toys clamoring to knock out. Wait, to knock out cheap tat? What do you mean, crochet? I remember those costumes and I remember those characters. I had some books and stickers. Wow. See, I don't recognize the characters. I don't recognize anything about this. But that's interesting. I mean, did you wear one before, if you don't mind me asking, SH? I think that's interesting. They don't look very comfortable, and I don't know. If you wore that thing here and it's as hot as it is sometimes for Halloween, I imagine this would be sweaty and gross to wear. I don't know. I've just never seen this before, so no offense to anyone. I'm trying to make sense of it. But let's see, having at least one or two photos that your parents would take of you and your siblings with the family car. I'm trying to think. Do I have maybe I have a couple of pictures of like my mom's car? Maybe. I don't know. I know of one, but that's it. Oh, cheap toy companies that knock out rubbish to profit. Okay, I got you. A Raggedy Ann costume like that with a mask and the smocks at Raggedy. I do remember the Raggedy Ann thing. I just don't remember who she was. I can't tell you anything really much about her except she was Raggedy Ann. And yeah, it's weird now when you think about it, but yeah. All right, so I don't know how many people have pictures with this. Okay, so we're going to go on to the 90s. Okay, and in case anybody wants the one with the 80s, because there was more on there I just didn't get to. Jeez, is that gonna drop a? What the hell? Okay. Right. We were like children. We're like, nope. It just got weirder and weirder. Like I don't know. That's a whole weird vibe. Okay. The rainbow colored bags that Toys R Us used to have. I wanted to say this too. It made me sad the other day because what was I watching? I must have came. I was like scrolling maybe on Instagram, and something came across that was like remember this, and it was like the Toys R Us store, and my godchild that was with me, he's like 13, and he was just like, oh, I remember that place. He was like, it was awesome, and it was just nothing but toys. Like that was his words, and it made me so sad. I was like, why did they, because he asked me like, why did they get rid of that store? And I was like, I really don't know. And he was just like, man, that was a good store. And I like, he's been there, but he don't remember it because he was a baby, but he does remember the store. Oh, y'all talking about the plastic mask? Yeah, I remember those with the rubber band thing. Oh, that makes sense, Russell. Now that you say that like that, I didn't even think about like when it closed. At the time, I didn't know. I know a bunch of different businesses seem to be going out of business for whatever reasons, and my only guess could be like the economy and all this. But I didn't think about, Amazon probably killed off a lot of those big retailers. Crochet said Toys R Us went bankrupt. I worked at Toys R Us in high school. I almost worked at a Toys R Us when I lived on Long Island. Like almost. We just didn't end up staying there. But yeah, I almost did. I miss it. I used to bring we used to bring our son there all the time. My brother puts Toys R Us on his resumes because how they got it. Oh right. Ah, pro tip there. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yep, that's what I remember. Some creeper there got my info out of the office and told me where I lived. Wait, what? Like, so when you worked there, someone had got your info out of the office? Oh, and then like told you I have your address. What the heck? That's weird, leopard. But yeah, this is genius. And didn't Bed Bath and Beyond go out of business too? There's another example. But yeah, leopard print, that would freak me out too. Okay, let's go on from here. The awesome Disney Happy Meal toys that came in mini VHS clamshells. I don't remember these. These seem really cool to have, though. I wonder how many people collected them. Sorry about that. Let me close my door. Okay, I'm back. Russell says he thinks he remembers them. I don't remember them, and it was a Happy Meal toy, so it's from McDonald's. But I mean, I can't even remember I don't think we had McDonald's much whenever I was little. I mean, I didn't start getting McDonald's like the earliest I remember getting McDonald's, and this is weird that this is even a thing like that. The earliest I remember having McDonald's was probably like 8 years old. I don't remember having it before then, and I can remember from when I was like 4 to 5 years old. But I would like to have these right now. I mean, I don't know. I don't like all the Winnie the Pooh movie. Um, I don't know. I just think they're cool collectibles. Yes, Bella is driving me crazy. What the heck is she going crazy for? That's my little dog, y'all. My mom had one on her dresser of the VHS toy thing. Aw. Well, that's pretty cool. So you remember like seeing it. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. ADD. Taking a moment to drop some links real quick. Um, right? Hit the like if you think that ET doll was freaky, creepy. Oh, ew! It just gives me the I don't even know leopard. Okay, let's go to the next one. The Disney store. Oh, I miss number one. I miss this store. I used to go there all the time. The Disney store's version of Beanie Babies that were called Beanbag Plush. I don't remember that specifically. I remember the Beanie Baby phase, but not these. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had a freaking Beanie Babies of every sort back then. I'm gonna scroll through these real quick, and you just type in chat which ones you remember, and we'll go back to it if you want. Like, I want to talk about them. I just want to try to see what else they have in here. Um, the Cabbage Patch dolls that ate food but had to be discontinued because they also ate kids' hair if they weren't careful. Okay, this whole thing just gave me a whole weird what? Hi, Bella. Yeah, I don't remember what one it was, but it was still in the plastic bag. Aw. Yeah, leopard. That's my thoughts exactly, right, Kim K? So, like, it started off with the Cabbage Patch dolls, right? I remember those, but the rest I've never heard in my life. Love the huge stuffed animal pit in the Disney store. Yeah, we had one in the mall, like right down the road from our house. I was there all the time. I remember the dolls, but I never had one. You remember the ones that ate food? Like, I remember the babies where you had like cherries on a spoon or something, and when you fed the baby, it looked like the cherry went like in her mouth and it was actually just inside the spoon. And like, I remember that, but I don't remember a freaking Cabbage Patch doll that was eating things. I don't know. It's freaking weird. Hey, Green Submarine. Good to see you. You don't know that one specifically. Me either. Me neither. Okay, we're just gonna go. Pizza Hurts, the Pizza Hut show commercials. Oh wait, so this was Pizza Hut commercials. Oh, I wish it was a video. Does anyone remember the Pizza Hut commercials that looked like the Pizza Hut show? Because I don't. I don't at all. Grew up on untested toys, right? They're just a lot of weird ones. And it's weird, like I've never heard of that Cabbage Patch doll ever. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this Pizza Hut thing. It is well, it's not Little Caesars, so rest of them won't know. Me either, leopard. Moving on. 7-Up's mascot, Cool Spot, which I never realized was supposed to be the dot from the 7-Up logo. Okay. I don't know about that one. Michigan J Frog as the mascot for the WB. I remember this. I remember that. The oh so cool for like a week 3D posters that you can hang on your bedroom wall, like artwork. I didn't have ones like this. I had the ones with like the velvet where you just color it with the markers, the white parts, the actual design. I remember those. I don't remember this one. I remember the WB frog and I don't remember the 7-Up spot. So anybody else?
Yep. I remember that.
You remember this? Mm-hmm. I don't. And I don't remember this.
I remember that one.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
selling the mic. I
Do you remember
that
this? The 8?
Yeah.
And what? She was eating kids' hair. Yeah, this.
I remember that one. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse.
Let me see what chat remembers. Looks like Little Caesars. He'll probably be offended by that.
Ooh.
I know the creepy furry food thing from the Quiznos commercials. I don't know that thing. SH. I remember the dot and the frog. Oh, okay. I don't remember this specific dot. How do y'all remember a freaking dot? I don't remember it at all. Let's see. We had a kiosk in the mall with a bunch of these setups. My parents thought it was hilarious to watch kids stare at those things. Oh, wait. Okay, so these are the things that you had to, yeah, you stared at a certain way and then an image would appear. Okay, if that's what this is, I remember them. And yeah, it used to take me a long time. I can still do it. I can't see those pictures at all. Stood for hours trying, but optician told me my eyes never will. Oh, that's interesting, Crochet. So it's all about like the person's vision and different things. Wow, that's interesting. Because I do know some people, like, I think it was my mom that would keep it every week for me. And I would always tell her what it was. I don't think she could ever see them. So I don't know. Oh, leopard. Like 7 of yours. You don't remember the dot? Okay, I'm not the only one. I don't remember that dang dot at all. Today is my day. I brought a lunch in my thermos and I'm going to see that sailboat if I go blind trying. You're going to see a sailboat where, SH? Dot and Frog, absolutely expecting Jeffrey Giraffe soon. Oh, yeah. We're probably going to see him. I mean, they did talk about the Toys R Us bags. So it's to do with stereopsis. I'm going to have to look that up. That's interesting. So some people cannot see that in the 3D pictures. Oh, today's my day. I bought a lunch in my thermos and I'm going to see that sailboat if I go blind trying. That was you talking about the 3D picture. I got you. I'm following you. All right, let's see what else they have. Universal remotes. These things are still around. They're just not as bulky. Radio Shacks inside the mall that had the name in the big red font. I remember this. No Fear t-shirts. Oh, yeah. I remember these. If it were just about attitude, everyone would have it. So we have the Universal Remote, which everybody sees that. Radio Shack and No Fear. Why would we wear those stupid things? And thought we were cool. Yeah, Crochet, you didn't miss much. They were always, I mean, they looked cool, but it's like you nowadays with technology and stuff, like we've seen way better images, like with 3D, 3-dimension, whatever. Yeah, you're good. It's fine. Right? You remember the No Fear? Bring No Fear back. I don't even remember. It's weird because like when I read it at first, I was like, no, and then I saw the logo and I was like, oh, yeah, I do remember that. How you gonna bring it back, Resto? What you got planned? Depth of vision, basically, optician was excited as he'd never seen someone with it so bad and kept showing me more and more images saying, huh, how about this one? Wow. So depth of vision. But yeah, everybody, okay, so this, I wish it had more to it. It just says what you thought you were badass, No Fear. The Thigh Master infomercials. I remember that. That was awkward. Isabel Sanford and Sherman Hemsley playing their Jefferson's characters in Old Navy commercials. I don't remember that. I don't remember any Old Navy commercials. Rosie O'Donnell playing different games with the audience in a segment that aired before the guests came out. Okay, I don't remember the Rosie thing. I don't remember Old Navy thing, and all I remember is the Thigh Master commercials. You have one of what, SH? Probably the Thigh Master. Okay, so the Kmart commercials that Rosie O'Donnell did with Penny Marshall during Christmas time. I don't remember that one. The Sam Goody at the mall that looked oh so late 80s. Sam Goody, I don't know. Hey, did we have one like that in our mall?
What?
A Sam Goody?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the Thigh Master. He asked me if I could ever see the magic eye pictures, and when I said I couldn't, he said you never will. Wow. That is different. Yep. You're an anomaly. You remember Sam Goody? I don't remember this place. I knew people that worked there. I don't remember it. I mean, if it was in our mall, I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I just don't have any memory of it. The fake product commercials that were actually for Energizer Bunny. I mean, I remember the Energizer Bunny, but what do they mean the fake product commercials? I don't want to play the video on here until after I'm monetized. So the way too short-lived cartoon Freakazoid. So we have Freakazoid, we have this fake product commercials, and Disney read-along tapes and books. Oh, I remember these books. Basically sliced your hand open when you try to get them out of the packaging. Facts. Like you couldn't wait to get someone to open it for you. But I remember these. I think I got one for Christmas one year. Freakazoid. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. At all. Okay. Anybody, any of you ladies out there? I say ladies because there's mostly like these Disney things, characters, right? And we wanted all the princesses and stuff. Now the theme is stuck in your head. I don't even know the theme, so I'm sorry. Or is that a good thing? I don't even know. Okay, sorry about that. There was a song about a freakazoid. So they show fake product and oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I had to think about it a little bit, but I do know what you mean. I had like 25 of those, mostly orange cassettes, Pooh to Peter Pan. Oh wow. Like I said, I think I remember getting one for Christmas, but I don't remember which one it was. The dirty green carpet you sat on to read books and magazines at Barnes and Noble. So I actually didn't ever do that, but I remember going to Barnes and Noble and like finding books and paying so much money for a freaking book. And now there's like so many cheaper options. Wilson from Home Improvement. It aggravated me that we could never see his full face. All the extra labels that came with blank VHS tapes that no one would ever use. Oh my god, this is so this is so true. I remember always like we pulled these out and like threw them away or something. I don't even think we kept them. Like who used these things? Well, look at the options. You used to read on the CV at the CVS on the floor. You never saw these labels? They were on all the tapes that you bought. Like especially like blank tape. See how up here it looks like it's writing, like they labeled it right. So when we bought the packs of the blank tapes so that we could like record, put the camcorder stuff on the VHS tapes, or you recorded homemade movies and all that stuff, or you recorded over like when a certain TV show came on, your favorite episodes, all those things. That's where these labels were. Now we just write on the tape. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I remember pulling off this part, maybe, and you can see like right here they might have used it. I don't know, but maybe taking this off and putting it on the box, and then my parents would label it and stuff. But I remember seeing these in the trash and stuff, or telling us we can use these to play within our journals, kind of thing. So they never used all these stickers. I use the normal labels, but I don't remember the numbers. Yeah, I remember all of this. I'm trying to see. So you have like the little movie thing. This looks like a graduate. This is some kind of toy, music, sports, television, and love. So we have categories: sports, musicals. Random. Is this like generic? I don't know. It's so weird. I'm just looking at the options. SBLP, SLP, hi-fi, and audio only. I don't even know what the heck that means. You never got those? I don't know, y'all. They were in like these boxes, just like the one in the picture. It was like ones that you could record on. Hey, Brown Wolf. Borders had chairs to sit in. What you mean? Borders the bookstore? Tape your favorite shows, but never use much of a label. Right. And there was always like a label on the front. Remember, you don't have to label like the side or whatever. There was always like a label on the front, and you just like wrote in the marker what it was. Made movies, TV shows. Hey Mel, good evening. How are you? Yeah, bookstore. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah, like unlike Barnes and Nobles, they had chairs to sit in. Facts, right? So you said the quality of recording and it would use more tape faster. I don't know nothing about that, y'all. All right, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, how is your voice today, Mel? Okay, these lifesavers candies. I think I don't know. The green volume board that would display. Yeah, I remember that. The Looney Tunes home decor. I would not want that in my house. I don't remember seeing this, but that's ugly in my opinion. JC Penney. I remember that. I was like, that's for the rich people. Hey, Green Submarine. Or wait, no. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. What do you mean I booted myself? Oh, your voice is in it. I'm sorry, Mel. Okay. TGIF's Teen Angel. That was really WTF TV. Oh, who greenlit a show about a dead teenager who becomes the guardian angel of his BFF? Hmm. Oh, I watched. Well, I didn't watch the series. I only watched the movie of Clueless. It was like the one-time movie, you know. Marvin's Magic Drawing Board. I don't remember this. These weird squishy tubes that felt more like a bit creepy when you. Yeah, I remember these weird things. No, I don't think I have any waves on. All the music is off. Did that fix anything? These are some weird tubes. I remember them. They're really weird. Like they really do feel weird. Now that I'm thinking about it. McDonald's drink cups that looked like they had been drawn by colored pencils. I think I remember that. It's pretty cool. I do. It's like it's familiar, you know? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? VR Troopers and its catchy as hell theme song, which I cannot play right now. So I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry that if you know the VR Troopers, I'm sorry that I can't play this right now. I'm gonna have to wait until after I'm, monetized and using OBS and all that stuff. So I don't have reused content. But anyway, these plastic swords which would legit hurt someone if you struck them with it. Oh yeah, I remember these things. My cousins had these. And they were brutal. But this little area right here would break like crack really easy. They still sell what at Bass Pro? We are VR. Let me see. I'm gonna have to listen to it whenever I'm not on my live. So I can hear maybe if it might sound familiar, but I don't remember this show. But I mean I did watch stuff like the Ninja Turtles, like the original Batmans and all that stuff. Oh, the weird tubes. They just put fish in them. Ugh. I don't know VR Troopers. Me neither. But like I said, maybe the theme song because I did have, boy cousins, so I remember these swords. For some reason, these people look familiar, but I don't know. The Puttermans from the Duracell commercials. Hmm. AA Duracell batteries that you would painfully squeeze to see how much life was still in them. Oh, I remember these. But you remember those batteries? I used to love these batteries, especially like when I found some, I'll be like, "Oh, let me see if it has any more um I guess life left to it." Not real fresh Daisy Bay. No, I know not real fish. I know that. That would be creepy. Some real fish. I know leopard, but now I'm thinking about it. I was like, I'm wondering how accurate were they? Why didn't they continue making them? Like, if they were able to make a battery like this and the technology to make it, like how accurate was it? Because why didn't they continue making them? It just makes you kind of wonder. At least that's my train of thought. That's what I'm aiming for now that I'm older and can look back on it. It's like, if they were able to really do that, why didn't they continue to make them? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm right. I mean, there could be someone in here that knows they really were the thing and they really worked. Maybe they were too expensive to make. I don't know. They hurt your fingers so bad. And you're like squeezing them as hard as you can, right? You're just like, and especially whenever it starts moving, you're just like wanting it to be so much more like, I think it was just more for entertainment. I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I got questions. The instruction manual booklets that came with Super Nintendo games. I do remember these. I don't think I looked at them, maybe glanced at them, but yeah, no. But I do remember them. They were in every freaking. I had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64. Like Mario was that's my jam. I get down with Mario. Okay, so you're talking about the battery. They were just the same shiz as a mood ring. We paid more for it. That's true. That is true. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, the adapter cable that you had to. This was always we dreaded this part of the when we get a new console was hooking it up, making sure you had the right kind of TV to be able to use it on, and if you went sleep somewhere, if they didn't have the TV that you could play it on, it sucked. Yeah, remember that? Yes. And it seems so complicated. Like, okay, when I first got it, it was just so complicated to all of us, right? And then we all learned it. And then as I got the systems, you learn them and you have your TVs, it's the same as now with computers and monitors and all those things. You make sure you have the right connections, blah, 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 blah. It's just back then, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have, like, we had to learn this stuff. We had to figure this out. So, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, channel 3. And then on the back of the Super Nintendo, you had to make sure that you had because they had it for channel. Is it 3 or 4 or 2 or 3? I think it might be 3 or 4. But they had the little option. Yeah, I remember the channel 3 thing. Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you had cable, it was so much more confusing. But I will say when I was younger, it was it was complicated because it was new to everyone and we got it like but I had the same TV with each system. Um so and I've always okay, so I had my own TV. I didn't have cable though every time. Like they had cable in the living room. I didn't have it in my room. So it was easy to hook it up after a bit, but I can imagine now that you say it having cable TV along with hooking up the oh god. Now I know why some parents were like, you're not getting that. Right? We didn't have the save options on our gaming consoles. These kids are so whiny today, they have no idea the pains we endured. Mario on the regular Nintendo, getting all the way to the end, and somehow, some reason, you have to get off the game. So, or the game becomes unplugged, or the power goes out, or some dumb crap where you lose all of your memory and you got to start over. You had to know how to connect everything electronic. Yeah. Yep. I used to leave my console. Oh. See, I mean, I could see that, but even if, okay, it wasn't even a thought of mine. So there's that. But let's say I did, my mom would have noticed it and turned it off. Same as I did with my kid, like, and my godchildren, things like that. Like, when they leave electronics on, you turn them off. But the thing is, these days, that everything is auto saved. So, I mean, if I'd have did that back then, it wouldn't matter. It would have been turned off in the middle of the night. I use MIDI 3 now. What is MIDI 3? Back in the day. Same as my mom, I thought it was going to catch fire. It would get so hot. Yeah, see, I couldn't leave mine on. I didn't have that option. Oh, you're good. You're good, Leopard. now everybody's gonna know. Okay, we have to know what MIDI is. Is this something you're about to invent? MIDI 3 at that. Leopard Prince? No, I'm just kidding. I really was sitting here trying to figure out what MIDI was, so legit. Okay. So the free money guy that was always dressed like the Riddler. No, I don't remember him. I don't remember his name. Matthew Lesko. And he's freaking weird. He looks familiar. He looks like a certain YouTuber. Okay, I'm just gonna go. These elementary school chairs that were always staticky and something. Oh, I remember these chairs. They still have these at some of the schools around here. The older elementary schools still have these. I love this, Leopard. You made something up. I love it. MIDI is for audio. I remember. I don't remember that guy. So MIDI is a thing? MIDI sound files. Okay, so there you go, Leopard. You just knew something. Your brain knew something that you didn't even know you knew. But yeah, so these chairs, I remember these. THX. Oh yeah, this label. The sound that you hear when this is loading. I remember that. It's like the surround sound. The giant armoires are meant to hide the TV. I remember family members having that. The troll doll pencil toppers. That looks so awkward. But this is right. You never use them as pencil toppers. I wouldn't, because I love the little trolls. I collected them, and I had the bigger ones, that you could collect, and I loved my trolls. I lost way too much hair one piece at a painful time to the metal buttons on those crab chairs, right? It pulled your hair. It got stuck in those little button things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Resto, it was like surround sound, but we didn't have surround sound in the house, so I don't know how to explain it. But for real. Okay, Leopard. Okay. Oh, these Jack in the Box things. Why the reason why I remember them, and I didn't know about them until I was like 14. And it was because where I live, we don't have Jack in the Box, but when I moved and lived with another family member, they had Jack in the Box everywhere. So everyone had these on their antennas. I didn't like the idea of mounting my torch holes on pencils. That was kind of dark. Right? I don't think I ever had, no. I just remember being able to get them and being so happy. And then I had different colored ones, so I collected them, and they were like mini trolls. Because I just remember being obsessed with the regular pencil erasers, toppers, just the colors, the colored ones. I remember having those. And then like the ones that like smelled like strawberry or something when you erase things. Do you remember those? Like the scented erasers. Remember the ones? Yes, I remember those. I loved my trolls. I think I had like mini ones, and then I had like smaller ones, and then I had one like medium sized one that like I was even able to bring to school. And like they allowed us to bring them to school as long as we didn't like throw them around, and like we had to keep it in our backpacks or whatever. And we could have them out at lunchtime. That's how it was down here. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen a car. You know what? That is interesting because I was just thinking about that. Like, why, if I go to a Jack in the Box and I ask for one of these, I don't even have like the antenna on my car is they're all made different now. They're like short, and they're not like the long antennas like the older cars had. Let's see. Sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. Um, because I'm looking at the antenna that belongs on my car. It's just like it looks like a fin. It's the antennas are different. I wonder why. That's a good question, Resto. Or a good you know what I mean? Like you pointed it out. They made markers scented. Oh yeah, I remember those. I love the grape. Yeah, the scented markers. I remember those. Do y'all remember like the Lisa Frank stuff? Lisa Frank brand stuff? Gateway computers that came in cow print boxes. Remember that? Thought they were like the best computers ever. It turns out they're crap, in my opinion. VH1 Storyteller series. I don't remember this. Wait, what? VHS one? No, I don't remember this. Vacman that yes did have a limit to how far you could actually stretch him. What the heck is Vacman? Which ones? The gateway ones? These ones? I had gotten the gateway. Yeah, I don't know. Best computer to me, in my opinion, is one that you can build for yourself. Yes, gateway. Yeah, I think I only had one. I'm not sure. I don't know what Vacman is. It's interesting. I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna listen to this actually after my live, but and if anybody else wants to listen to it while I'm live, see what Vacman is all about. Here you go. Here's the link for the 90s. Um 13 Dead End Drive, which was more fun to set up than actually play. I don't remember this. I remember the Clue board game, but this is different. Maybe some of you remember this. So it was like a board game or some kind of game. But I bought a Lisa Frank coloring book for myself for $3 at Dollar General. They have those. Well, Green Submarine. I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself away because if they have that for $3, I'm so going to get one. Because why not? Shoot. Vacman looks like Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Vac Man dude. Hey, Freeze, Georgia. Good to see you. That looks intense, like effing Mousetrap. Oh, Mousetrap. Oh my goodness. I think I played it only a couple of times, but it was fine with me. Like that game got on my nerves. You're good, Georgia. We're on the 90s right now. We've been on the 90s for a minute. um, but yeah, thank you for being here. So let's see. The next thing is all the various virtual pet toys that came out that were imitations of Tamagotchi. Yes, gigapets. Okay. I was gonna say they say right here they were imitations. That's fine because people who had the Tamagotchi, theirs were boring. Theirs sucked compared to our gigapets and our nano babies. If y'all girls remember, our guys, because I had girl and guy friends. I had a little pet monkey, I think, and I had a nano baby, which was like a baby, a virtual baby. I think that old game Perfection caused lots of anxieties like Mousetrap. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like him. It was way too much. But yeah, none of y'all had any of the Gigapets or the Nano babies? I loved mine, and we could even bring it to school as long as we had it on like silent mode or whatever. So I had it on like this lanyard thing around my neck that I wore, and that's how I took care of mine. Okay, let's see. Yo-yo ball, which is basically a cheater's way of playing yo-yo. I remember them. I don't think I've ever played with them, but yeah, I remember them. I remember this. So the commercial actually said, "Kids, go ahead and play with the supernatural." What? I remember them selling this at freaking toy stores. And then they finally removed them, which I don't know when that happened, but I remember being able to buy one of these if we wanted to when we were kids. And they were on the game aisle. Like that is insane to me. Like what is wrong with this world? That thing shook until it popped and threw all the dang pieces at your face. No, I had a horse. It's too much work to want a robot pet too. Okay, you're taking care of horses. I got you. That's even better. Because when I did move where I moved, they had horses, and I loved going over to the horse barn and taking care of the horses, riding her and everything. Like I freaking loved having horses. I never had a yo-yo ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember seeing them. I remember like they're familiar to me, but never. And I don't like having this thing on my screen right now. The giant wall-to-wall white shelves that surrounded the side and back walls of Blockbuster. Just Blockbuster in general. Like let's just give like take a moment for Blockbuster. Uh, yeah, no. So my aunt did, and that's who I lived with. So I mean, I guess technically they were our horses, because we were there. Like, the mom was Sugar, and then when I was living there, she had two more horses that we all just like really got close to, and we would go and help take care of them, brush them, feed them, and then ride them and stuff. So yeah, it was during a period of about 4 or 5 years that I was able to do that, and it was fun. It was interesting. But yeah, rest in peace, Blockbuster. I still have, I think, my mom's Blockbuster card, and I have somebody else's Blockbuster card. Blockbuster was lit, bro. Used to rent games. The games, I remember we would go get movies, right? And it'd be like, you can rent 5 for, what was it, like $15 or $20 or something? And so we would go on a Friday, so we know we would watch them all the way until Sunday evening. So, we had that. And then the games, they cost like so freaking much for one game. And then the games were even less. You didn't even have them for as long. But I mean, it was nice that my son got to play a lot of games from Blockbuster. I miss it too, Leopard. You know how many nights like I'll be sleeping um like I lived with my mom for a little bit and I go spend the night with my grandmother and then we'd go and rent, movies and stuff. And then when I moved in with her, like it became a thing where we go and rent us a movie. Like that was a big thing. Go renting a movie. And we didn't like I remember we would have some previews, but like I don't remember a lot of movie previews. I mean, well, I guess maybe because we didn't really go see them at the movies, we didn't really see them until they were out at Blockbuster. So now it's like the internet has replaced Blockbuster. It goes to the movies still. Like I'm glad that there's still a theater. There's movie theaters. I am very thankful that that has survived and is still an ongoing thing because going to the movies is a great experience in my opinion. Um the last movie I saw was Oppenheimer and that was a really good movie and I love seeing it with the 3D sound and all that. But that is one thing I'm glad that isn't gone is the theater, like the movie theater. How do you guys feel about that? But yeah, Leopard, it was super fun to like go around to the walls and like, whoever you're with, you usually separate and you go look at all the movies. And I'm reading the backs of like almost every one of them because I'm also a reader. So I was reading, what is this about? Do I want to waste my money on this or not? But yeah, it was fun. This experience. You want them to be gone? Why, Resto? I think it's just one of those things because you had like the drive-in movies, like the going to the movies, quote unquote, going to the movies is just has always been a thing since like drive-in movies. And I think it's great that it's still around and that you can have that option. But I'm interested to hear what your opinion is. Like, why would you want them gone? Because I'm pretty sure it's probably stuff I'm not even thinking about that, but that makes a lot of sense. Drive-ins. I know we got to do one of those in when I lived with my aunt and uncle, and it was such a cool experience. You can just watch it at home in comfort. You can pause it or rewind. Oh yeah, I get that, but there's still like the vibe and just like I guess holding on to the nostalgia of the movies. You remember going as a kid, you remember going as a teenager, you remember going as a young adult. Like it's always been in our lives, and it's like I like the option. You know what I mean? I don't do it often. Um, Before Oppenheimer, I can't even remember what the last movie was that I saw at the movies. That's how long it's been. But it was nice to go back to the movies and experience it. They closed one of our only theaters after it came out. That it's the place that Juicy Rose Blanchard and Nick Kojong got on. Oh, we just can't have nice things anymore. Wow. Oh, sorry. So they got rid of that theater because of all that? That's crazy. I didn't know that case was that close to you, Green Submarine. I loved drive-in movies too. And you'll always have the movie and not have to pay again. I mean, that's true, but I always was like, you go to the movies and you see it and you enjoy it because it's just the whole vibe. And if you like it, then you know for sure when it comes out you're gonna buy it. This is whenever we had VHS, it went on to DVDs, and now it's when it comes out on the internet, we'll find a place to stream it. So it just changed over time. Now there's still oh my God, there is still a drive-in up here in Aurora, double features all summer. Wow. Come to Missouri for a visit. I would love to just travel anywhere in the United States at this point when we get our little travel trailer and be able to do all that. It'd be nice. It's the cost for the tickets. Oh, girl, yeah, I get it. And then snacks. It is expensive. That's why I said we don't do it often. And I can't remember the time before Oppenheimer. I don't know what I watched before that. But we always either go eat like right before, or we'll have dinner at home or whatever. And we bring our snacks. We bring our snacks. We mainly spend money on like the drinks there. But it is ridiculously expensive. But if you just want to budget it, there are ways to budget. Yes, that's what I mean. The bigger screen, it's louder. It has the jump scenes and yes, the popcorn. Although the movie theater here is different. You can bring your own food and they serve liquor and beer. And some places have literal couches. Oh, whoa, that's a whole different type of vibe. Dang. Are they like, I mean, well, I'm sure they're bigger because they have liquor and all this going on. Okay. Well, that sounds nice. Yeah. So do you not like going to them, Resta? Like, why would you want them gone? I love going to movie theaters, but here in LA, $20 to $23 for a ticket. Dang. Our tickets are like what did I pay last time? $8 or $9 per ticket. And well, we wanted the 3D thing, so it might have been more like $11 to $12 a person because we did the 3D, the surround, whatever it is. I forgot. It's something new. My son was like, make sure you get this one. So that's what we went. That's what we did. But yeah, either way, regardless, it is very expensive. It adds up. I get it. But there's ways to budget if you want to do it every now and then. Yeah, they are being greedy. All right, let's see. Disney's Sing Along Songs VHS tape series. Uh, I don't remember these. VHSs. Yeah, I don't remember those. But these are all really good songs. The Jungle Book, The Bare Necessities. I don't know this one. The Lion King, Circle of Life. I'd probably have to hear this one to know it. The Dalmatians. What is this one? Oh, A Friend Like Me. That was a great freaking song. I know almost every word to Friend Like Me. Be Our Guest is a good song. I don't know about this one, and I don't know about Snow White. I didn't like Snow White. Saw The Color Purple on Christmas Day. That's a really good movie. My grandmother loved that movie. She had me watch that movie with her. Okay, so these clothing racks, which were the perfect place to hide. I remember hiding out in them when we were little. These AOL commercials. Oh, I wish I could play it. Or so if I play this video, isn't that considered like reused content? I don't want to play any other kind of videos or anything until I'm monetized. Does that make sense? I would love to hear this though. In case y'all didn't get the link earlier, I'll drop it if y'all want to go listen to it. Because we have been talking. This is the third time it's come up in a live. I mentioned it in my live with the struggle leopard and all that night. And then we talked about it again. I believe it was talked about on Resto's channel. And we had talked about it on mine. And now here again we have it. And it's the actual sound that it would make when we were trying to freaking log into AOL, hoping that we'd get a connection. See, ours didn't come in the mail. So my parents and them probably knew what to do to make sure that they didn't come in the mail. But every time, like we went to Walmart or whatever, I grabbed one. Like I had a lot of AOL CDs. And I can't remember why. Wasn't it something that came out where like you didn't even really need any new ones? Like, or did the new ones do something on your system maybe that made it work? Because it had so many bugs, so many glitches. I don't know. Maybe somebody more into technology can tell me that kind of thing. Because I thought it came out that this you didn't even need more than one CD, and we always grabbed them no matter what. And I don't get why we did that. Yeah, AOL chat. Uh, so you remember them though? Yes, you've got mail. Oh, I never knew you could do it in celeb voices. I think I just used the default. All right, rest on the problem. I was able to do HTML coding on MySpace, but I was not able to do celeb voices for AOL. What the heck? Oh, Leopard, I think hers is just exclamation Lee. Yes, the CDs were always on the checkout. Yep. And I remember thinking, or maybe it's my parents that told me that. I don't know. I remember thinking that they cost, and I was like, so I would never grab one, and I wasn't allowed to grab one. But then we found out, like at school or something, that they were actually free. So I would always grab a bunch of them. I mean, like they're free. So we had a crap load of them. Right, facts. I got my very first internet from Walmart, bought a disc at the checkout. Doesn't that sound crazy now when you think about it? Like it was as simple as that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's simple as today is just a freaking phone call and bam, you got internet. But I'm just saying, like, it was from Walmart and you bought a disc at the checkout. But look how far we've come. Like, look how far we've advanced. Like, I would love someone that would know how to explain how the internet first worked on these discs through the phone lines and all that, and that can also compare it to how internet works today. I think that would be an interesting explanation. So if anybody knows the answers to both of those questions can explain it, I think that would be amazing. I was extra with my computer, then my notifications are all set to South Park songs. Your notifications, I don't even the computers I had didn't have all of that fancy stuff. We just had like older computers that and like my uncle was like into computers. He always had old computers. So we always had computers that he would like build us. They were like Windows and stuff, but when you think about it now, they're freaking old. Um, yes, Daisy, so easy back then. I didn't believe it was real or work, but it did. Yeah, it worked. So when it made an error, instead of a chime, it would play Kyle's mom. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I didn't do all that fancy stuff. Oh, yeah, sorry, Leopard. I'll have to give you a screenshot of a list of like all the commands, but all right. Best Buy having like 65% of its floor space dedicated to just CDs. I can honestly say we didn't even go into a Best Buy. I don't think I went into a Best Buy until after I was married. I had never been inside of a Best Buy. Straining your neck to play the video games on the TVs they would put on the end cap. See, I remember them doing this at Walmart's. Uh, yeah, I think that Walmart was the only place I remember being able to do this because there wasn't like gaming stores. And I like all their starter jackets, the Chicago Bulls. Like that's true, like 90's. That says a whole lot of 90's in that picture. Sound bites lollipops, which low key hurt your teeth when turned on. I don't know nothing about these lollipops. Works with most lollipops used over and over. Play it back inside your head. Your friends is too. Record and play. So it's a recording lollipop? Okay, I'm confused. Anybody know about this sound bites back talk lollipop thingy? Wait, let me see. Georgia's. That's how Adam Walsh was kidnapped. He was watching bigger kids play video games at the end cap account. Oh, dang! Just to think. So that was even like a what you would consider a predator spot. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Never seen that. Yeah, me neither. Kind of weird. Um, but yeah, just thinking about like the child, the illegal moving of humans, transporting of humans, that's been around for a while, y'all. It's been happening for a while. And it just makes you wonder like I want to know the victim's name. I don't think the victim's name should be released. I don't want to know them. I just want to know if any of the cases that I covered, like I would like to believe and hope that they're like some of the not the victims, the survivors, the ones that were like so like when you have the illegal moving of transportation rings that are exposed and you have people that are survivors of it, I would love to know. I know it's for their safety and everything that can't ever be released, but I would love to know if any of the cases that I've covered are in any of those lists, you know? And I know that we'll know one day, but I always hope that all the cases I worked on that they'll be found, you know, someday. But yeah, that is insane. It's been going on for a long time. Thank you for that information, Furies Georgia. It is heartbreaking. And I don't know, you just think about like the heaviness of it, you know, like how many years like has this been going on? Where are they going? They don't just vanish, they don't just disappear. We hear like so many different conflicting stories, or we have theories and speculation. It's just people do not just vanish. And it's just disturbing to think about. The giant sea of red packaging you would see in the Star Wars. I don't remember. I never went look at these toys. So I don't remember these, but someone maybe in chat would. And I don't know what this was. A squiggle wiggle writer. You couldn't even write with them, apparently. I don't know if I remember or not. Wasn't the point of them to not? You don't need to like write words with them. I mean, I guess. But I would do things like this around my paper. So I did use one of these. I don't think it was mine though. It was probably a friend's. Have you guys seen 8-Bit Christmas yet? So much of this stuff is in that movie. It's mostly Neil Patrick Harris remembering his childhood. Oh, no, I haven't seen that. That sounds pretty cool. I wish I could go back in, like inside of a dream into my childhood. Some parts of it, not all, but I think about that too. Where are they? Where did they go? Right. They went somewhere. And it's like the sad thing is, it's like it just sickens me that the number one commodity as far as like illegal moving of or transporting of is not just drugs or weapons, but it's also humans. And that is sad and disgusting to me. And I know about a lot of conspiracies and all this other stuff, but I say conspiracy theory, no, more like spoiler alert. Like there are these things happening. Our children are being taken for a reason, in my opinion. But I'm just gonna leave it at that because that's a. I'm not a fan of Christmas movies, but it was amazing to watch with my son so he could see it. Oh, that is interesting. I might have to do that, Green Submarine. I mean, how old is? I don't want to ask your business. My son is older. He's gonna probably refuse to watch it, but I'm gonna be like, no, you just have to. Because that would be cool. I agree. Leopard print, her pick is the cutest. It reminds me of like back in the day. In the cute little like the original Little Rascals, you know. Humans are the commodity that can be used over and over for more money. For the bad guys and a one-time use. Yeah, that's the sad truth. And I think that we just didn't have the technology, the internet, the resources to find out, you know, all the stuff we can find out now. But there was a lot of this going on way back. So your picture just perfectly describes my feelings about true crime and missing children. Yeah. It's cute. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to go through this real fast. Let's see if anybody recognizes anything. Oh, okay. So that was it. Herbal essence shampoo commercials on which the women had. Oh, yeah. I remember the herbal essence stuff. That was weird. Okay. So this one. This is like 2000. So this to us is going to be like, I mean, some of us were early teens, later teens, some young adults, I don't really know, but so it says baby tees with useless V-necks. I wasn't ever into this kind of shirt. These mini water arcade games, I do remember these. Wow, I mean, that doesn't seem that long ago to me, though. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe. All right. Rope bracelets. I remember these. I always wanted all the different pretty colors. And yes, I wore them on my ankles. I don't think I wore them on my wrists unless like my best friend had the same one, the same color. And I like to wear them on my ankles. Altoids. Yeah, that was like the biggest thing. Everybody had Altoids. Those little these. Yeah, it says some truths. None of them worked. The games were entirely pointless. They provided zero entertainment, and yet we all owned them. But they became in handy like whenever you were bored or something. So maybe they were like low key ADHD games, and we just didn't realize it. You know, or like it worked on our motor skills too. You know, but then again, this is like 2000, so. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. To me, it seemed like it was way before the 2000s that these came out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had them in the back. They had them way back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though they never worked, Maybe it was just like helping our ADHD. It kept us distracted. It was like our I keep saying ours, so I must have like played with them at some point. I don't know if I just picked one up because like one of the younger kids in the family had one, and I'm like, these things don't ever freaking work. Like getting aggravated with it and just kind of tossing it aside. So they weren't like my generation, but the kids that are now like, my nieces and all those, like that was their generation. Okay, rope bracelets, Altoids, rainbow toe socks. I hated toe socks. I was never one of those people who had toe socks. There were more 80s. I don't remember. I don't know. Somewhere between 80s and I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe someone can Google that. The water arcade game. What year did it come out? I don't know. This site might be wrong. Oh, the water bagels on the other one. What is Zuzu Pets? I don't want to be dramatic, but I'm 10 out of 10 convinced that one day an army of discarded Zuzu Pets will rise up and attack us. I don't even remember these. Right? I did not like them. I didn't like how the toe socks felt. Right? Thank you. And yeah, the water thing was as early as the 80s. I don't know. I guess I just didn't have one. I feel like I had like a small version of one, like maybe a mini one. I don't know. It's kind of weird now that I'm actually thinking about it. But is anyone remember these Zuzu Pets? I don't. That's it. Oh no, I gotta. Okay, my bad. These exact Steve Madden wedges. I do remember these. My teenager cousins would wear them a lot. Ice cream cone shooters. Oh, I remember these. Truly, was this the best society could do for us when it came to toys? Asking for a generation. I remember them though. I liked them because it was like reminding me of ice cream, which reminded me of happy times. Never heard of the Zuzu Pets. Me either. These folding hairbrushes, I remember them all. Oh gosh, yeah. I always wanted a new one because I would lose mine. But I remember having them in my little caboodle. The 3D pin boards, these are still cool to play with. I remember them and like they were always cool to play with. If you weren't shoving your entire face into one of these in your spare time, I'm not sure what you were doing. Still have sandals exactly like those. Yeah, I remember those sandals. They sucked, but I've always had really long hair. Yeah, those brushes, right? And I would either lose them, I guess, or maybe break them. This CD binder, I had so many different binders, and I couldn't wait. Whenever I got my first car, that was one of the first things I couldn't wait to get was the visor CD holder. I was so excited for that. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay. You still have CD? I still have CDs and binders? Oh, y'all both still do. I don't. I don't think I do. I want a 3D pin board now. How cool. Hold on. Yeah, right? These are so cool. Like when I've seen now they make them in like more of like a plastic and like the silver part is more like a colored part and the black part is like another color. and it's plastic. It doesn't have like the little plexiglass type thing like they were made when they first came out. They're way cheaper now, but they're still really cool. Like if a kid hands you one, there's no way you're just gonna be like, no, I'm not interested. Okay, velvet chokers. I remember them, never had them, but I had plenty of friends who did, and they were super cute. I didn't like them like for myself, but I loved how they looked on like all of my friends. Yeah, I know. The other toy, yeah, that thing is in plastic now. It's not the same, but it's still fun. But I like the metal one better. I have a ton of old DVDs on a couple of those. What? God, I have some DVDs that I kept. Mostly were like all of my favorite movies. So like all of my Tom Hardy movies, my Vampire Diaries series movies, The Gladiator. What's another favorite? The War of the Worlds, like stuff that was like our family's favorite DVDs. Like I've kept those. I'm just gonna hold on to them because why not? They're not harming anyone, and they're nostalgic. They're memories, you know. Velvet chokers were big in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, and I think that's the thing. Things come back around, right? Trends and styles and stuff end up coming back around. They always do. So yeah, I can see how it totally like it came back. I remember when we started wearing like flared jeans, you know, my grandmother was like, we used to wear these in the, I don't know, 50s or 60s, and it like came back around. It's just one of those things. Hey, Resto. Um, I have no idea what all you've missed, but you just have to watch like the small chunk in the middle because I'm almost done with the 2000s. So I don't know where you left off. Yeah, there you go. But it's all good. I know you've been busy. There you go. Toe socks and Zuzu pets. That's it. And DVDs. We talked about DVDs. Let's see what else you missed. Um, those little arcade games. Oh, let me show you. Okay. So, Resto, if you remember any of these, well, we all kind of do, but these little arcade games, it's saying that these are in the 2000s, but weren't they out before? So if you're still here, Resto, this is specifically for you. I went back. Um, there's a bunch of us in here that seem to remember them when we were younger too, not like 2000s. But then I don't know, that's like late teens then? Yeah, late teens. 90's, you remember it in the 90's. See, I'm remembering them in like the I don't know. Definitely around in the 80's. It's so weird because my memory of these toys is they are still around. I haven't seen one in a minute. But like my memory of these toys is not like my generation. I remember like picking it up, messing with it and being like, this is such a weird freaking game or toy. Like this thing never works and like tossing it aside. So to me, it wasn't in whatever generation it came out in. Maybe I just wasn't interested or I never was given any. Like one of these, I was never given one as a gift or whatever. But I remember them like as an afterthought, I guess you could say. I don't know. So your son has one, it's just smaller and travel size. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've seen them. We might even have had them in the 70s, early 80s. Wow. So then maybe it was one of those things that just kind of came around, went away for years, and then came back around to being a thing. I know my kids played with these in the late 90s. Yeah, so we have a bunch of people with different memories of these. Okay, I'm gonna go back where we were. The ice cream 3D pin boards, binders, right here, stringy balls. Did they serve a purpose? No. Were they fun to play with? Also, no. Did we all own them anyway? Yes. That's true. I remember them. They weren't that great. Like if you picked one up, it was like, okay, yeah, you did play with it, but it wasn't something you were dying to have. It just why does it seem like these things always just seem to be somewhere? Like I feel like all my friends had them. We had them around the house. Like why? I don't know why. Because they weren't really that fun. Maybe it's another one of those things where it's just like you can pick it up and you're mindlessly tossing it around in your hands or whatever because you're in a deep conversation or you have anxiety or something like that. But we didn't label those things back then, or like I mean, I'm sure maybe they were labeled, but as far as I remember, we didn't hear words or things like anxiety and all that stuff. So, and when you had ADHD, I think like I mean every kid I think has moments where they're going to be anxious, they want to get out energy and those kind of things. But these kinds of toys or like fidget spinners and things like that that come out now, these I think that was these purpose because there's no other purpose for them. Didn't Rosie O'Donnell toss these into her audience? I don't know. Maybe maybe that's why everybody had them. People would just throw them and give them away. I just don't know. I don't remember where we would get them from. I don't remember, y'all. I remember them. I just don't know where they came from. Oh, look, I keep forgetting. Okay. The Canon Power Shot. I do not remember this. It looks like a nice back then kind of camera though. Scratch off notes. I remember like the regular post-its, but I never saw these. I would have loved these because I had the white pins and the glitter pins that went on the black paper. So I love these. I feel they are revamping lots of stuff from our childhood for kids today because we recognize and want to buy them for our kids. My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I remember all of those things. Ninja Turtles. Who was my favorite? Was it Leonardo? Was it? No, when I was younger, my favorite was Michelangelo. And it was because he ate pizza all the time. And he was so crazy. And then when I got older and I watched it with my son, like his generation, my favorite was Leonardo. Whoever see now I gotta remember this. Hold on. A lie, it's Raphael. Because it's the one on the movie I watched with my son over and over that I always remember is Raphael with the red and them on the roof of that building and like he was just like so badass. I love Raphael. Yeah, that's the one I meant. Green Submarine, you have what next to you right now? What are you on the scratch off notes or somewhere else? The camera? No. Okay. So the chat is kind of delayed. That's why I'm asking. You had one of those cameras? Shoot, I would have liked to have one. I just doodle on and stare at them when puffing. I like those scratchy notes. I want to find the ones with the black paper like that. It says check price at Amazon. To the washroom. The washroom. Resta says washroom. Oh yeah, the scratchy notes. Oh yeah, and I would have all kind of glitter pins for them. All right. The Robo Sapien. Apparently, this was one of the most popular types of 2000 toys of 2004, which could explain why I recently found one sitting in my parents' garage. This reminds me of the Transformers. I bought them at the Dollar Tree. Ah, 1970s for the ring toss, water ring toss games. One is selling now for $129. Jeez. You wanted that robot so bad. Did he, like, what did he do? You have a pack of the black scratch off rainbow cards right here. Huh. Yeah, so what did this robot do? Because 2004, I mean, when did Transformers come out? Transformers been out for a minute. Okay, the double grommet belt. This is still even being worn now, or like I said, it came back around. It went out of style and came back around because, um, yeah, this not. I don't own one, but like, yeah, this belt I've seen. Jelly bracelets. I remember them. I never had them. Robo Sapien is on my son's windowsill. Oh, nice. I think he was voice controlled. Oh, kind of creepy. The Robo Sapien is clever, right? Okay, what are y'all talking about? Great minds think alike. I love making spirals on them or just dividing into the tiniest of triangles. What are y'all talking about? I'm confused. Oh, I remember Teddy Ruxpin. I wanted one so bad. But now that I think about it, I'm like, why? I mean, that would be creepy. But I wanted to talk to my stuffed animals back then, so I wanted Teddy Ruxpin. Michael, you had what, them jelly bracelets? Jelly bracelets for life. I would, if we all wore the same color. I would do that. Oh, what? Oh, okay. Obviously, no. I bought some when hubby and I went away for our anniversary. It was fun doodling on them. Oh yeah, the scratch off paper. Crochet and I both have the little shiny scratch cards. Oh, okay, I got you. Bandana tops. Yeah, I remember girls wearing these. Uh, ruched ruffle skirts. It says like some sort of terrifying zombie. This skirt appears to be coming back from the dead. Aw. Beyblades. I remember buying these for my son. So I remember this as a birthday gift for my son. And he played it for maybe a month or so and then forgot all about it. Oh, that's creepy, Resto. What? So people try to break them? Dang, that's crazy. I had never heard of that. But yeah, Beyblades was weird. Wait, let me see what the elderly do the same thing with different colored shower scrubs. For real, beware looking it up. Wait, what? With shower scrubs? I ain't looking that up. Wow. Okay. Floral A-line midi skirts. Look, there's your word, ruffle. Ruffles. What I think about it. Okay. Leopard. Midi skirts. Ruffles was reminding me of this goddamn skirt that I have in my mind right now. That looked like it really was like a nightmare. Um, but yeah, there's your word that you wanted to say earlier. Here's your typo. Fingerless fishnet gloves. I don't remember these. I don't think. That seems like that would be like an 80's thing. You always wore black ones. What does that mean? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Really? Is that what I'm thinking it is? And they're scrub colors. That's freaking weird. The black ones, I stayed with those on. They meant anything goes. Oh, dang. So these are Madonna gloves. She didn't even know. Yeah, I don't remember these. I mean, like I said, I remember seeing them, but to me, they were definitely something way back. I guess heart necklaces. I don't remember this. Denim maxi skirts. I remember this. Didn't wear them, but I remember them. Oh, 8 balls. 8 balls came out way before the 2000s. I remember 8 balls from a while back. I would always ask us some crazy questions too. Let's see, 8 ball, basketball, aggressively lazy camis. See, so it like it shows things that I don't really know, like these two things. I don't know that, like whatever. And then this is like way back to me. This is like way, way, way back. Like watching my mom and them have this in their hair. Also, if you see a couple in the grocery store. Oh, I already know. I already know about that one, Resto. I told Micah about what that meant. Because on cruises, when you go on cruises, sometimes you'll see that on the cabin doors. And yeah, I know what that means. Right? Those skirts were hideous. And yeah, 8 balls were oldies. Leopard, I'll have to fill you in, girl. Hold on. Wait, you need to know. Okay. I'll put the oh geez. Okay, hold on. I texted you. Leopard print. Yeah, we did. Yeah. I was like, there you go, leopard. Wait, what do you mean you're gonna be looking at everyone's? Wait. Okay, let me read how he put it. Oh, wait. Okay. So, Rezo, are you saying that they even placed them inside their carts that way? Because literally, when I read the statement, all I picked up on was the upside down part, and I knew what it meant. I didn't take the whole thing into context because I was just, yeah, skimming through. Because on party favors right now, but anywhere in general, if you see an upside down pineapple, just yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. You put them in the carts that way. Okay, all right. I see. So I got you. It's like their little advertisement. Sorry, I'm texting back my aunt across the street. Yep. Yep, that's what it means, Sirius, Georgia. I don't know how we got there. Maybe Resto brought us there. I'm not sure. But these pink curlers, I remember that way back in our day. My mamas and grandma had them on in their hair. Studded butterfly teeth. I didn't like studded anything. Like I was a bling thing. I don't know. The Hula Baloo DVD game. Don't remember. Robot dogs. I remember these. I wanted one. So lots of old ladies have regular old welcome pineapples that their grandkids flip to cause a ruckus with the weird neighbors. That would be horrible. It's Russell's fault. You're good. So what about these robot dogs? Big tech decided to make robot dogs happen. Maybe they were just giving us a glimpse into the future. Right, Leopard? But maybe they were just giving us like little, like subliminal messaging type things, throwing things out there like, this is what you're looking for. Because they do have these robot police dogs now. Ain't that crazy? Yes, Various, that's how I felt. And still feel. You had one from McDonald's? They had them? I told you I didn't get a lot of Walmart toys. Or McDonald's toys. Did I say Walmart? I meant McDonald's. Early 2000s? Probably so. Makes sense. But then I was just being a big kid if I wanted one. Sorry. From where? Please explain. I never got a Happy Meal that cool. I know. That's what I was saying. Like the robot one from McDonald's. What? It was a small one. It didn't do much. That figures. You know which ones I did collect? And even when my husband was working, anytime he ate at McDonald's, if I would tell him which characters I needed and we collected all of them, and it was the Mario characters. I wanted like all the different color mushrooms, the Yoshis. I wanted all of them. So I remember those. Those are my favorite. Toy Story dolls. I don't remember getting that for my son. But he didn't get into Toy Story until like Toy Story 3. Because Toy Story 1 came out in like 98 or something. So yeah. So robo dogs, stretchy hair combs. I remember seeing these and not understanding how the hell they worked. Like maybe it was just me. But at the time I was like, what? BK always had better quality toys than McDonald's. See, and that sucks that I don't know that I can't compare because I don't think I ever got a toy at Burger King. Ever. There's always McDonald's. And I'm trying to think if my son ever got them, but he was never like big into the games unless it was like I don't know, certain movies he was into at the time, like if it was Transformers or whatnot. But I can't remember from Burger King. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to do that on a live stream now. Look up different fast food toys and like anybody could join. Like we could do an open panel or something. I think that would be interesting. They don't. They just try to eat you damn head. That's what I'm saying. Like I would just look at him and be like, how does this even work? It's all good rest though. That's what I said. I was lucky. I didn't get fast food a whole lot. So a lot of my toys were like hand-me-downs from family members who had gotten older, and parents passed me down their toys kind of thing. That's really all I had. Always also got Disney drink glasses from McDonald's, collected them because they were heavy. Is that the clear ones? Or did they come in different colors? I can't remember. But I know which ones you're talking about. And they were super freaking heavy. Those were really good quality. I will say that. Like you could drop one of those and it was not breaking. Here comes never work. I didn't understand them, so I never used them. They boing right off your head. I thought the hair thing said sketchy. Yes, just sketchy hair combs. They are sketchy. Like, what is that for? Doesn't make sense. I don't remember this necklace. Does anybody in here remember it? Rubber poppers. The fact that we got pleasure from watching a rubber popper pop. So wholesome. Oh yeah, that's those little things you would put down on the table, press down on them, and then they would like pop up. And yeah, it was a whole thing. Hey, Weekend. Good evening. They were clear with a different Disney character on them. Yeah. They were really good quality. How you doing, Weekend? We're just going over some nostalgic items. The Little Mermaid video game. I never got any of these. I remember seeing them, but I never had one. It says Game Boy Who? It was all about the Little Mermaid game in my house. Sketchy is the far better name, right? Oh, these mesh squish balls. I still see these everywhere. Or they just came back around because these are also like ADHD toys, panic attacks, anxiety, things like that. Like that's what these things are for. But yeah, Dickies mini backpacks. I mean, I remember mini backpacks in general. I remember this exact slinky, and I remember the metal ones though. The metal slinkies worked best. These plastic ones were nothing compared to the real metal ones or whatever that we had when we were little. Hold on, y'all. I'm catching up on chat. Okay, so what feels cold and gross? Let me go back. I'm gonna come back to the slinkies. Are you talking about these little squishy balls? Ew, they explode. We only use them with like one of my nephews. He like when he gets anxiety or whatever, when he has ADHD, things like this help distract him. But I've never known that they explode. Ew. But yeah, these plastic slinkies did not work well at all. The metal ones worked way better. Okay. And mini rainbow takes, those were hideous. Balancing birds. I remember these. I remember them making different animals and stuff too. Liquid spirals. I don't remember this. But I mean, I can see why. I mean, I would probably watch something like this and fall asleep. Like this is something that I could do and watch and fall asleep to. There's a guy that does actual slinky tricks and F's with raver kids tripping balls by mesmerizing them with the movement and color. It's pretty funny. He pops them on the head and they turn pop. What? Really? Where do you watch that at, Green Submarine? That sounds interesting. But yeah, so there's a lot of things in here that are like in the 2000s. Is I see it as they're like more like 80 ADHD kind of coping mechanism toys. Um, and some things remind me of when I was a kid. So it's like they circled back. You've seen those videos? I need to know where to watch them. If you know, Russell, you can put it in chat. Also a calming tool. We had lots of fidgets. Yeah, we didn't call them that. They weren't labeled anything, but kids still had them, and like they served a purpose. And maybe that's why we didn't need freaking ADHD meds so much back then. You know, like kids just stayed naturally distracted, naturally stimulated, naturally whatever they need to operate at their best and at our best because like I was a busybody. I was constantly having to do stuff. And I get it now because, I get anxiety so easy and ADHD. I'm like all over the place all the time. So, yeah, I get all these little toys and mechanisms. Slinky Josh. Oh, okay. I'm going to go find it so I can drop it for y'all too. Or we can put it in chat if you want, Resto. And then make sure I find the right one. Subscribe. Dang, he got over 500,000 subscribers. Okay, I just subscribed. Okay. So there's a link for his channel. Thank y'all for plugging his name in there because I think that would be pretty funny to watch. Oops. Oh wow, what does it say when you try to drop a link? I see it like on my end where you dropped it right here. But yeah, thank you for trying. Slinky Josh, that sounds sus. It sounds interesting though. Okay, not that anybody, I might not, but just in case anybody on replay or whatever wants to see the rest of the millennials 2000s things, that's the link for that. And I think I'm going to call it a night at that note because I've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And yeah, it's about that time. Anybody else going live? I'm hoping we have water tomorrow. I can't wait until these freezing temperatures are over with so life can go back to normal. Oh yeah, you are. Okay, yeah, you said one. My bad. I forgot that you were working on that whenever I was cooking. But alrighty, so what time is yours? Let me go grab your hold on. I'm like tripping on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's time for me to get off of here. Okay. Okay, so hers is starting now. So I'm dropping her link in chat if you want to head over to Micah's channel. We really love having you over there. We're going to go check out what she has. And as always, I appreciate you all. I thank you all. Thank you to my mods. You guys are awesome. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you like the content. And again, thank you all for being here. I love you all. And I will see y'all at Micah's. Thank you. Thank you, Russell, for showing up and being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Green Submarine and Micah and everyone. Let's go ahead and head over to Micah's. All right. Love you guys. Bye.